kwatiaza aya tako ishi takadekete kopo yete shilanga aya uta usepota kwa kalim umnakwe apasume.
The Hadza people are a remote African tribe of hunter-gatherers in Tanzania. Being at the forefront, they are amongst the last hunter-gatherer tribes presently existing. In recent years, they have been under pressure from neighbouring groups encroaching on their land, and the increasing impacts of tourism and encroaching pastoralists pose serious threats to the continuation of that traditional way of life. With approximately 1,300 members, only 400 Hadza of the 1,300 still survive exclusively based on the traditional means of foraging. Today I bring to you the very last hunter-gatherer tribe in Africa, the HADZABE tribe. Stay tuned. Africa Scope. Before we get on it, who are hunter-gatherers? The hunter-gatherer culture is a type of subsistence lifestyle that relies on hunting and fishing animals and foraging for wild vegetation and other nutrients like honey for food. Until approximately 12,000 years ago, all humans practiced the hunter-gatherer culture. Hunting and gathering was humanity's original and most enduring successful adaptation in the natural world, occupying at least 90% of human history. Following the invention of agriculture, hunter-gatherers who did not change were displaced or conquered by famine or pastoralist groups in most parts of the world. The Hadza, one of the very last hunter-gatherer tribe on earth, remain an important study focus for anthropologists as they represent a modern link to the early ways of human existence and survival largely abandoned by most of humanity. As descendants of Tanzania's Aboriginal, they have occupied their current territory for thousands of years, with relatively little modification to their basic way of life until the past 100 years. As a hunter-gatherer society, the HADZABE have no domesticated livestock apart from their hunting dogs, nor do they grow or store their own food. The Hadza survive by hunting their food with handmade bows and arrows and foraging for edible plants. The Hadza diet is primarily plant-based, but also consists of meat, fat and honey. They create temporary shelters of dried grass and branches, and they own few possessions. The HADZABE are organized into bands called camps in their literature of typically 20 to 30 people, though camps of over 100 may form during berry season. There is no tribal or other governing hierarchy, and almost all decisions are made by reaching an agreement through discussion. Furthermore, the Hadza are egalitarian, meaning there are no real status differences between individuals. While the elderly receive slightly more respect within groups of age and sex, all individuals are equal, and compared to strictly stratified societies, women are considered fairly equal. The HADZABE speak a unique language known as Hadzin, which incorporates clicking and popping sounds as well as more familiar sounds. According to their own history, which they preserve through oral tradition, the Hadza have lived in their current environment bordering the Serengeti Plains since their first days as a unique group. This is relatively close to the spot where Homo habilis, one of the earliest hominids, lived 1.9 million years ago. Genetically, the HADZABE show one of the oldest lineages of contemporary humans. The first European contacts and written accounts of the Hadza are from the late 19th century. Since then, there have been many attempts by successive colonial administrations, the independent Tanzanian government, and foreign missionaries to settle the Hadza by introducing farming and Christianity. These efforts have largely failed, and many HADZABE still pursue virtually the same way of life as their ancestors. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, share and drop a comment. Thanks for watching.